Hey parents, figured I'd make another video for the next upcoming assessment. So the biggest thing that we're looking for right now is we're looking at tape diagrams, and some of you know what a tape diagram is, some of you don't. Basically, it's just the same way to do an array. So we would draw, like there are 3 inside of each box 3 times. So, and then we would write a label for 1 unit equals 3, and then we would write total is 9, and then I have them write number, so that the number equals 1, 2, 3 boxes. So this would be 3 times 3 equals 9, or they could do it for 9 divided by 3 equals what, or 9 divided by what equals 3. So there's that. Okay. So I'm going to take you back to the very beginning of when I started teaching them about arrays and tape diagrams. And again, the reason that we're teaching them arrays and tape diagrams is so that we're moving away from that memorization of facts and into how can I think about how I can get there. So, for example, there may be a problem that says, I don't know, Sonia has 12 oranges and splits them between 3 friends. How many oranges does each friend get? Okay, so I had been teaching them to circle all of the important information. So we have 12 oranges, 3 friends. That's the important information. And then I teach them, that should be capital. I've been teaching them to underline bossy words or words that tell us directions. Because what I'm finding is that low scores are not directly correlated with their ability to do the math. Their low scores are correlated with their ability to follow directions to its entirety. So I've been telling them, underline all of the bossy words. How many oranges does each friend get? Okay. So now when I work this out, students know, start with a box for your tape diagram. You have 3 friends, so this is going to be my number. This is how many I'm going to be splitting it in, and then I've been teaching them to just kind of divide it equally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's my total. I have 12 altogether here. Total is 12. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 per 1 unit. So 1 unit equals 4, or 1 friend is equal to 4 oranges. So each friend gets 4 oranges. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So my number of friends would be 3. So all of the exit tickets and all the homeworks, they're all basically gearing them towards 1 point for labeling, understanding the unit, 2 points for drawing the correct amount of boxes and having the right amount inside. So there's 1, 2, 3 points total. Having the total is another point, and then understanding that there are 3 friends is another point. So this is pretty much a total of 5 points, and it will be on the assessment as well. So this is the strategy for understanding division and multiplication right now. Another way that we can do this is I've just been telling students we'll draw an array for 12 and 3. So I know that I have 3 rows. So there's 3, and then we go up to 12. Okay, now I have a total of 12. If I split these up, this is my tape diagram. And then you would just, in this case, it would be 3, 3, 3, and 3. If we flip the array to look like this, we would divide it this way, and this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's my tape diagram. So I've been getting a lot of parents asking, well, what can I do for my child? What can I help them with? The best thing that you can do to help your child in 3rd grade is read the directions with them. Make them read it once, not twice, but maybe 3 times. If they need to read it 3 times to understand, that's what's going to help them. A lot of them are reading like half of it, or they'll look at 12 and they'll look at 3 and go, oh, 3, 12, that's 3 times 12, and then they start drawing out an array for 3 times 12, and that's not super helpful. So the best thing that we can do is we can paint it out for them like this, go through, make them underline it, help them circle through the most important words, underlining the bossy words or the words that give direction, and then helping them just kind of set it up. Draw a box. How many is shared equally? How can we divide these equally? Show me how we can divide these equally. Let's see. The other thing is that I wanted to explain a little bit multiplication facts in 3rd grade and 4th grade. 3rd grade, we really just introduced the idea of multiplication. In 4th grade, having taught 4th grade for the last 2 years, we always start them with, okay, you have to know your multiplication facts, and they have to be really fluent, 0 to 100. So that's all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and they have to be pretty fluent in them. Do they always come to us fluently in 4th grade? No. So we teach a little bit of strategy and teach them, you know, if I know my 4s because that's double double. I know my 8s because that's double double double, that kind of stuff. Then we start to teach them double digit multiplication. And then we start to wrap that into place value. How does that have anything to do with place value? Okay, that's further down the line. Right now in 3rd grade, what I need them to do is to start understanding that there are patterns. There are patterns with numbers. Right now we're working on 3s and 6s. 2nd grade, they pretty much hit counting by 5s, counting by 10s, and counting by 2s. So by the time they get into 3rd grade, we start with 3s and 6s, and then we go to 4s and 8s, and then eventually later on towards the year we'll get 7s and 9s. 7s and 9s are tricky because they're those odd numbers, they're difficult to count by. There's no real strategy for 7s and 9s. So that's why we start with 3s and 6s, and then we go to 4s and 8s. And then hopefully by the end of the year we'll have their fluency so that they're mastered. So what you can do at home is to, I don't know if anybody has flashcards, you can go to the dollar store, grab some flashcards, and just sit with them and go through them, memorize them. They'll start to recognize those patterns, because what we do in class is right now we've been every lesson doing our 3s, and then we'll move to our 6s, and then we'll move to our 4s, and then we'll move to our 8s, and so they're fluent and they're noticing those patterns. For example, 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, or doubles. 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 8 is 16. Or 8 times 8, 8 plus 8 is 16, 16 plus 16 is 32, 32 plus 32 is 64. So getting those patterns memorized. So let me know if you have any questions. I hope that this helped. This is what a tape diagram looks like, except for your child is probably going to know this. I'm not sure how much drawing inside the tape diagrams they actually do. The text kind of teaches it like this. So let me know. Just let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to post the answer keys to the Dojo, I don't know what it's called, gallery. Anyways, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.